Hey everybody, welcome. It's Thursday night one more time, and thank God you folks did not hear the shit we were talking about before the show started. It just tells you how filthy we are. I mean, how educated and cultured we are.
Well, we can start it up again if you like.
No, we'll save that for the end of the show.
If they don't know we're filthy, they haven't been around here long enough.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Well, let me just say already, we have George, Wicket, James, already looking in on us on our different platforms. So if you're watching HWR, you can check us out on the chat room, HWR, and the face group section on Facebook at facebook.com groups, HWR chat room, or on YouTube at HWR show. And check me, it's also on Scoldion's Realm on Twitch. So we're getting everybody a chance to have a good time with everything that we yak about. We have a busy night because we have not only we have almost a full crew here minus our Ghost Chase and Andy, but we have everybody here that's got, and like I said, you should have heard the beginning. Thank God we mute everything. Another big shout out to my former Nightmare Express member, and he's a hell of a great guy. Love him, and his brother Billy, Toxic Todd Modas. I hate Todd. You know what? Definitely for this past couple of days, I've been missing going back to professional wrestling. But then sanity comes in, and I know better than that. Speaking about sanity, let's go introduce the hardcore crew, or should I say maybe insanity. First of all, he is our occasion cooking, guitar playing, incomparable one, Lance Moss. Lance, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Got a couple of cups of coffee, and let's get going.
Alrighty. She is the vicious vixen from Kentucky's Own Wrestling, our sexy 1-900 operator, Zoe Nightshade.
Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing great.
There we go. And he is my partner in crime. We've been up and down that road in professional wrestling. We still joke about everything to this day. And Lord knows, bro, we've seen a lot of it. He is the Uber. Oh, no, let me back.
Come on now, come on.
Zoe.
I did right. The Uber of Westchester.
There you go. You know, it's like listening to the ladies' locker room again, man. It's not going down.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they never noticed those holes we put in the walls.
Absolutely not.
Thank God. Maybe they did and they didn't care. It's like in that. What was that movie that what was it?
Revenge of the Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds.
No, Porky's was the one in the hole.
Yes, Porky's. There we go.
Oh, was it Porky's? Okay.
Yeah. No, they real quick, the Revenge of the Nerds, the panty raid.
Yeah, the
panty raid. Yes, they used the drill with the silencer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lord knows we've done wrestling type raids in the women's locker room. Anyway, we'll move on. He is the warden of this insane asylum. He leads the troops, and we run the other way. He is this CEO of HWR, Rick. It's weird. You can tell it's going to be one of those nights.
Oh, you kidding me? Yeah, like I said, guys, before the fucking show, that's usually when we get our really darkest, inappropriate, most perverted thing. And I'm telling you, we should add it in, because then we can see how people, if they can deal with our craziness and absolute dark humor.
Yeah.
I thought when we got the absolute darkest stuff was during the live reactions.
Oh yeah. Now every time we see, literally every time we see Raw or SmackDown, that's usually that's when it comes out. Usually when Nikki Bella or anybody, Ronda Rousey comes out, we all go ballistic. But you know, folks, we have a busy show. It is one of the. Hey, James says Toga. That was John Belushi. Don't start us. We might go down that path sooner or later. you know, we have a lot going for this show tonight, and a lot to definitely talk about. But first, I want to send out some congratulations. He is now the new IWGP United States Champion. He also holds the 10 pounds of gold, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. He is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. He did become the IWGP US Champion by appearing at New Japan's Pro Wrestling Fighting Spirit Unleashed. He defeated that current holder that defeated Kenny Omega. That was Juice Robinson. I saw the match. Hell of a great match. All I could say is it was one of those things that it's kind of it was a very good damn match. And as you can see in the picture listed right here, you can see Cody Rhodes with his wife Brandy, and I'm like, oh, Brandy, you're so fine.
She's all about that bathing suit.
Yeah, absolutely. So long as she's out of the ring too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, she's now in the managerial role. Now, here's the funny thing. They gave Kenny Omega a big send-off. So could that mean he's on the way to the WWE? We don't know yet, but there is a lot of speculation going on. So, but again, if this is about Cody Rhodes, again, ever since he broke away Rick, he has really taken things to the next level.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you have a lot of WWE wrestlers that aren't, like, for some reason getting their just deserves or pushes, that they say, you know what, fuck this, we're going to go to the Indies, we're going to do our thing, our way, on our time, you know. So he may not be making huge money, but he's making money on his own schedule. He wants to take a day off, he can. And he can redefine himself the way he has with the American Nightmare. So again, you know, kudos to him. I wouldn't be surprised if WWE tries to get him back within the next year or two.
Absolutely. Another thing, if you guys tune into youtube.com/NWA, he does do an interview, a very heartfelt interview, where he doesn't shoot on the WWE, Vince McMahon, or Triple H, but he lets them know he's happy because he can finally express what he wanted to express. And he's doing his character the way it is he wants to do it. And he tweaked, you could say Stardust, he tweaked the old Cody Rhodes gimmick, and he added a little bit of the Dusty Rhodes American Dream to come up with his own gimmick. And hell, I've seen his couple of matches on YouTube. Phenomenal. I mean, he's so revitalized. I think he's a whole different person. So kudos to the NWA. He even says it that Billy Corgan, who we all laughed at as a joke in TNA, is actually righting the ship. He's righting the NWA in the right direction and trying to get TV time for them, getting various locations and promotions to work with him. So, we got a lot else to talk about, but I just wanted to do that. Kudos to New Japan, NWA, Cody Rhodes and Brandy. Good work on that. And let's also talk about All In Part 2. So we'll keep an eye on that. Oh man, let's talk about a few things. Our main topic will be the Super Showdown. So we got to talk very quickly because actually Rick is going to be leaving us in a little bit in the hour. So let's go with this. John Cena is living in China. He's going to be a China.
Now wait a second. Is this the country or is this the wrestler?
Well, the wrestler's dead, so I don't think he wants to live in. He don't want to live in that.
You do have some weirdos out there in the business. We all know that, Joe.
Yeah. You know, he may have that necrophilia fetish he's been hiding. You know.
Well,
exactly.
After looking at Nikki Bell and trying to bang that, he prefers the dead.
There you go, because she is dead in bed.
All right, WWE published footage of John Cena answering questions while he's been working and living in China. Cena indicated that he doesn't plan on coming back to the United States anytime soon because he will be living there within the 2 months. Now, this is probably mostly because that he is filming a movie. So,
see, there you go. You said the answer right there, Joe.
Well, that it is the truth, and I did look that up, and I can't say whom else, but he is going to be appearing in there, and it's kind of, and again, the movie's kind of going to be like a retake of another old movie, and again, they're not speculating which movie, but me being a fan of retro movies, there's many movies that were done with an American going over into a foreign country.
It'll probably go straight to bargain bin.
Yeah. So, on a side note, since Cena is making a movie, he's also slated to be on this Saturday's Super Showdown. Let's go to you, Rick. Let's talk about this. You want to emphasize more on what Cena said?
Well, he's just pretty much he's been living out there for 3 or 4 months. So he's going to be there for a couple of more months. He's quote unquote visiting and now living a treated treated that way. I try to use the language whenever I can and become more accustomed to the culture. Tried different things, found places I like, and developed my own sense of comfort. I'm always trying to challenge myself with that kind of experience more and more. Now keep in mind, guys, as Joe said, he is going down for the Super Showdown. And they also are suggesting, with him living out in China and whatnot, that the Nikki and John Cena breakup could be legit.
No, I don't play into that. He's filming a movie down there. They're still together, and that's the reason why he's in China, is because he's doing a movie.
Yeah, and that is true. We have not really. We've had storylines where they said they're not together. Maybe they aren't, but we don't know. And the Bellas are getting a lot of TV time, so you never know. They could be getting that Cena push again. Rick,
that's what I'm saying, exactly.
Yeah, let's go. Go ahead, Johnny. You want to throw in your thoughts on it?
No, I'm just, we all know about the business, and we all know that, when you do something, you want to try and let people know that, oh, yeah, it's really true, it's really true. Well, we all know it's not. He's down there filming a movie. He's going to be at the show in Australia. If he wasn't coming back, why is he coming back to the Australia show? We put 2 and 2 together. It's definitely for the boost of the Bella show. He's going to pop up, something's going to happen, and then we're going to watch the fucking bullshit show. We fucking know that.
All right. Let's go to you, Lance. What do you think?
Stay, you bastard. Stay.
You really want to hurt U.S. and China's relations, huh?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. It's bad. We got Trump doing a great job. Now you got Cena over there screwing everything up.
All right, Lance, go ahead.
Stay. Get out. get green or something. Kids, don't come back.
That's all Lance will say. Let's go to the vicious vixen herself, Zoe.
As far as him living over in China right now, good for you. I don't really care. Just as long as you're not on my TV screen anytime soon. As far as him and Nikki Bella goes, I do watch Total Divas. I don't watch Total Bellas. I watch Total Divas. And for this season, there was a clip of Nikki Bella actually going out on dates again. So it might be wrong, might be so,
So just to let the WWE locker room know, if you want some used pussy, Nikki is available, but make sure you have that you're more slated to the main event line than being a mid-carder or lower in the card. If you're lower in the card, she's not going to touch you. If you're mid-card, you maybe have a slight ability. You might cup a feel, but if you really want to get in bed and data, you got to be in the upper tiers. So
and make sure you have all your shots, because with her, we're not sure if she has all hers.
That's true.
Absolutely. Over in the HWN chat room. Oh, go ahead, Rick. Go ahead.
I just think you're gonna need a bulletproof condom too.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
Wow. Condom? You're gonna fucking need a wetsuit because going in there.
Lord knows you can dive in that wide.
Oh, you'd be surprised. It's like going through the Lincoln Tunnel here in New York.
Without paying toll. No, you pay toll because you gotta buy her cars, a house, and all that.
That's right.
All right. Well, over in the HWR chat room, James says Cena is trying to be like The Rock. You know, that's kind of ironic, Rick. You know, Cena has always talked about how The Rock is and him leaving to do movies. Now Cena is in the same position.
Yeah, well, you know, again, that was like, you know, like 5 or 6 years ago. And my guess is that Cena, while his heart will be in wrestling on some aspect, he kind of wanted to move on. You get to a certain age where I'm guessing it's like, hey, look, you know, I can't do this, you know, full tilt all day. You know, Cena's going to be like The Rock for maybe a year or two longer, where he's going to come in on the special events, the big stages, and then go on his very little way.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
and again, like I said, I think it's just, at that age, time for a career change. But I don't think he's going to do as good as The Rock. The Rock's had a few blockbuster films and really a few shitty ones. So.
And just John Cena's just had a few shitty roles.
Yeah. You know, and again,
Including his WWE run.
all right.
Weird, yeah.
Let's move on. Aiden English talks turkey. Apparently, Aiden English Jennings, that's his real name. I wonder if he's related to a certain Caitlyn Jennings.
Oh boy, here we go.
He's a very pretty lady.
Yeah. We found Captain Winky again. Stated that he started his own podcast, Wrestling with Whiskey. That sounds like an interesting show.
Yeah.
Sounds like an alcoholic show.
Yeah. Yeah.
He drinks enough of it.
Imagine he gets stone drunk, he starts belittling everybody. Oh, Vince McMahon, you can suck my... Alright. English
Just
talks...
Pat Patterson did.
Yeah, we know Pat Patterson did. You know, English talks about modern and rare whiskeys from the Wild Turkey Whiskey brand and the history behind it. Gee, that's going to be a fucking one-day show.
That's it. It's over. One time, one show, one hit wonder. Get it out.
You know, I believe it's Kayla Ha, who, you know, Miss Zoe Nightshade, who posted that. And I decided to watch it, and I'm not a whiskey drinker, but the way he talked about it, and it was really informative, and he wasn't doing his character, he was just speaking, you know, very frankly, and I think he truly has, like, or at least he appeared to show that he has a true fondness of whiskey, and not necessarily, okay, I need a whole bottle of it. I think, again, more of the flavor. You know, you have those who'll just take a wine bottle and drink it all the way down, and then you have those, like, people who have to smell it, shake it around, stir around a bit, and...
Oh, God, they run around their mouth, spit it back out, bring it back...
And gargle with it.
They gargle like it's fucking mouthwash.
During live reactions, I'm the first.
You know?
I've got something chilling out in the refrigerator for Saturday night right now.
The only time I'm gonna gargle is Listerine, buddy. I'm sorry.
Well, you know what, folks, real quick. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month here in October. And, you know, if you know someone, a mother, sister, sister, daughter.
Hi, brother.
Yeah.
Men can't get it. So.
Yeah.
The brother has titties, man. He's got man boobs.
Yeah.
Brother.
Brother. You know,
Bitch tits.
that's if you're Kamala or a Bundy or one of those guys. But anyway, you know, it is Breast Cancer Awareness. Make sure, you know, all you ladies get checked out. And I'm sure the HWR crew, at least the male side, wouldn't mind helping getting that feels. Make sure everything is all set. No, we'll leave her to tell everybody to turn their head and cough. Especially if it's Dean Ambrose. See?
Supposed to give him some night.
I'm all about that life.
Alright, enough with the Dean Ambrose nonsense, alright?
Oh my god, I'm seriously going to kill Johnny.
Here we go again.
Alright.
Enough.
Alright.
If he gets breast cancer, I'll be happy.
Oh my
If he
god.
gets breast cancer.
Okay, you
there's no worry that Nikki Bella's gonna get it because hers are inflatable.
Yeah, they're all fake.
Well,
All you have to do is let the water out, refill it with more saline, she's good to go.
We're way off the subject here, but you know what? The fucked up thing is, actually, she did have one of her fucking tits bust. You know, her inflatables, whatever fucking bust. I think it was like the first year in or a year out, and she had that replaced.
Didn't that happen to Charlotte?
Yeah.
It did, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know shit.
Yeah, Charlotte just went through that too recently.
Yeah, that's what happens when you go to the Dominican Republic, get it done.
Yeah. Well, jeez, you know. Yep, you can tell we went completely off character right there.
Well, we're still talking about tits, but you know.
Well, we're still,
That was a man.
yeah. There we see Captain Winky all the time. Anyway, this is also.
Oh my God.
This also is Halloween month, so you know we will be doing more Halloween themed presentations. So if you look at your screen, you can see an almost a page type witch there on your screen. Squeen or screen?
What's a squeen?
I don't
Squeen?
know.
Squeen?
Must be the whiskey.
That's that whiskey again,
Yeah,
Joe.
man, must be the whiskey.
Joe, have you been watching those dirty page tapes again? And watching her squeak?
Oh my god.
No, don't.
Oh, boy. You know, there
my
was only one, guys. Come on.
My
And the
copies
last
are clean.
one, I'm telling you, that last one was not Xavier Woods. That was somebody videotaping it from a TV screen. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Yeah, and
And
plus,
we know Johnny is a connoisseur of such things.
Absolutely. I've been watching it my whole life.
yeah, absolutely.
Hey, at least he admits to it.
I'm still watching it till I'm married. I'm still watching it for crying out loud.
It's like everybody does. Just the ones that don't admit it are lying.
Exactly. That's George would know this. This is where you do your creative editing. He knows that. So anyway, I want to thank Shane Hebert for sharing our post and giving us a like. Jason, Michael Campbell, the same thing. Thank you again. We appreciate you guys and everybody that's listening. And well, we got to keep going. There's going to be changes in the WWE network. Rick, I think we spoke about this once before, and I said, you know, eventually they're going to end up either running out of content, because we keep seeing they keep throwing in every content, but now they want to take it to a new level. You want to emphasize for everybody.
Well, again, as we said, there's been rumors again that you know they're gonna be adding this extra tier. Keep in mind, guys, this is all speculatory. This is no confirmation, strictly speculatory. I would not be surprised on that second tier they're gonna put the pay-per-view events, thus forcing those who want to watch the pay-per-view pay more. Also, as many of you know, that Anthem Sports was recently speaking with WWE about sharing content back and forth so they can kind of grow a little bit more. Apparently, they're going to be rumored to be Impact and Ring of Honor will be on that second tier. So even though it's, I think it's kind of more like a syndication. But you have to really wonder if you get in bed with the enemy like that, especially a big one like WWE, is that really a smart idea?
Well, you know what? I'm going to voice my opinion and I said it many times. Sometimes it's hard to work with another company because they want their standards over yours. In this case, you have the WWE, who is the leader in the market. You know, in all emphasis, it's fine. It's going to work for the WWE, of course, because it keeps bringing in content. Will it help the other companies? Possibly. But then you're opening your door to talent raids. So that's one of the things that you have to look at with being in bed with the enemy, is you're going to have issues with your talent going back and forth. Let's go to you, Lance. What do you think?
Well, it's one of those things where if they do this, it kind of depends on what it. I'm not sure on this one because there's not enough details on what it would entail for me to make comment on it.
All right, let's go to you, Zoe.
Well, I mean, as far as, having the other companies putting their content on the WWE network, That's an idiotic move by them to accept it, because sooner or later, and we all know this, Vince McMahon is going to screw you over. Now, as far as the second tier and having to pay extra for the pay-per-view, no wonder. They're doing such a crappy job at writing stuff. They're not making any, ticket sales or merch sales. They got to do something to make money.
Absolutely. Let's go to you, Johnny.
We've all seen it happen when ECW merged with the WWF. What happened? It was good for a little while. It gave them that extra boost, but in the end, McMahon ended up taking it off. So is it smart for Anthem to go ahead and give some of their library away? Maybe. I mean, it will put them on the map bigger than what they are now, because now they're in a global network like the WWE network. So in some cases it's good, in some cases, you got to take the good with the bad. It's like when you're in the stock market, you're gonna take that shot or you're not. Is it gonna work? Is it not gonna work? You don't know. But I see that if Anthem does go ahead or any other organization wants to be part of that tier, they're going to be immortalized for life. So that's one good aspect of it. But then again, you're going to end up giving everything to McMahon in the end, just like everyone else did.
Well, real quick, I need to clarify that when Anthem Sports spoke with WWE, it was on WWE's turf. They were in Connecticut at the headquarters, but they agreed this to go both ways. So that way, when Impact Wrestling wants to use like DVDs or content on their GFN, Global Wrestling Network, or whatever it is, GWN, they'll be able to use WWE's content. So if they want to do like an AJ Styles library, they'll be able to take the WWE stuff.
Now, you see, it would be smart on Anthem's part of this to listen. If we do pay-per-views, we want to be on your network as well, deal with the pay-per-views. I think that would be a key factor for them. Not only will they have people buying it on pay-per-view, but anyone who has a network can also see it. So now you got both sides.
The only problem I see with that one, WWE will want full control of the pay-per-view, and it'll probably be one of those things that you can film it, you can do your live pay-per-views, but they'll get like a rerun version of it with probably WWE commercials slided in. So
of course.
Yeah, and let's expect it again. We're all just spitballing at the moment because we don't really know exactly what's going on. But my guess is if Impact was to be able to have their own tier or their own spot, it's gonna be like a syndication. It's gonna be like, look, this is gonna be our show. This is how we do our show. We're just taking a spot that you're offering.
Yeah, so we're paying you for this spot.
Exactly.
Yep. And while everybody's spitballing, I'm doing bubbles with my spit. Anyway. But you know what? WWE is still missing out on a lot of shows, because on YouTube you can still see some of those old NWA Worldwides, USWA shows. There's still a lot of wrestling content that WWE hasn't uploaded. So that might be something else they might have to look in, because I make it a habit, and when it comes to this one thing, I'm a creature of habit. Every Saturday, I like to do what I did when I was growing up. In the morning, it's basically watching the old classic WWE wrestling, like Wrestling Challenge, Wrestling Superstars, and then go see an NWA show, NWA at 6:05, and then martial arts, a movie, one of the old 70s, and a Godzilla flick. So it's still something that it's funny. And George says in the HWR show, hopefully this is an onion ring free zone. We had a fun night last night. I was doing my Castlevania 4 for Super Nintendo run through, and there was the Grim Reaper stage, and he throws these like sights at you, which if you see them spinning real quick, they look like onion rings. So that's the it's like, so they're tossing the Grim Reaper before coming to kill me. He went to the local delicatessen and went to a local restaurant to buy these bunch of onion rings to fling at me. But we still got some time. Let's go into rumors of the day. And Lance, I think this is one of the things that we talked about, was sources say there's a big chance or a good chance of Team Baron Corbin versus Team Kurt Angle at Survival Series, with the winning captain getting full control of Raw. We actually talked about this, so I think we better check around our rooms because WWE is bugging our rooms.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they didn't. They could have watched Lance Moss TV, Lance Moss Coffee Time last night. Just saying. And well, but yeah, Constipation, Corbin, and Angle. Why not? Let's see how this goes.
And I'm making a prediction right now. It will be Baron Corbin with the Daughters of War, Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre and his team taking on Kurt Angle and The Shield. And I guarantee you, this is where we're going to see Dean Ambrose make that final turn. So, yep, they're cheap plugs right there for James said. But no, cheap plugs come later when we talk about T-shirts. So let's talk about that real quick. You know, Rick, we talked about that also many times off air and on shows where on Survival Series, again, they're doing the teams elimination. What do you think? That's a good idea. Most likely will be Team Dogs of War versus Team Shield.
Well, like I said, you know, Team Shield, I'm not so sure of, especially the fact that right now they're definitely dangling the carrot about Dean Ambrose turning heel. But when it comes to like Team Angle versus Team Corbin, that could make sense too, because as we saw on this past Monday Night Raw, Stephanie was not happy with Baron Corbin and some of the shit that he's been doing. You know, he might make it to Survivor Series. He only might make it to Crown Jewel. We may see something to that effect where he's just outright fired. When is Survivor Series? What's it in, like,
in
January
November.
or something? Like November shows how well I follow the pay-per-views.
January, it's Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
No, that's February.
Which is the night before.
No, it's January.
Yeah, it's January.
Oh, okay. Well, again, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I think that's Survivor Series. We're still quite down the line, considering they have a couple events going in between.
All right. Well, let's go to you, Lance. You know, again, we did talk about this. Now it looks like that might be the thing going down.
Yeah, I mean, this, like Rick said, this could be Constipation getting fired or getting pushed out, if you will. But yeah, and then Kurt coming back, and then all will be right with the world.
All right, let's go to you, Johnny. Yeah, I like it.
Well, I want to give a shout out to a Chabasco Donnelly, forgive me if I miss, and he just said, "Hell yeah, I'm glad you're listening in," and again, that's a shout out to you. And you want more inappropriate shit that's completely fucked up? Check us out, the HWR chat room, the group section.
Yeah.
All right.
So you know what? I mean, I'm not into the whole Corbin and whatever else is going on, so it really doesn't matter to me. To be honest.
All right. If it's not back in our day, Johnny, we don't give a shit.
That's right.
Let's go to you, Zoe.
The whole idea of Team Angle versus Team Corbin, I love that idea. I would be all about it, even if it wasn't the Shield. But now with me, and you guys might not agree, I would rather do it more like new generation versus old school. Have Angle and his boys come back in the day versus
Shawn Michaels?
Corbin and his boys.
Shawn Michaels with his crooked eye?
No, I'm thinking more like Chris Jericho, some of the ones who are still able to get into the ring and hold their own.
Well,
Team Angle. You should have brought back Team Angle.
Team Angle did, get Shep Benjamin and Charlie Haas back, and maybe throw Lesnar in there if they can pay him enough.
Oh God, no! I don't think Lesnar would ever work with the team.
Here's something for you: throw in Team Angle and bring his supposed son back.
No!
No.
God,
And besides,
no.
I don't think he's coming back.
Yeah, he's out with. He's going to be out with an injury for a little while.
Yeah, well, they.
You washed your mouth out with soap.
Fucked up.
Early reports, or rumors, should I say, that his career could be finished. But again, like I said, that could be far down the line. What is known is that he's currently been working with production, so that was what the hint that he could be, his wrestling career could be over.
Oh, absolutely. Well, once you start working behind the curtains, you're done.
Yeah. Now here's something funny for you. PWI Insider Elite via Ringside News. This is like he said, she said. We all know that's what happened with Dr. Ford and Brett Casanova, or whatever his name is, Casanova. It's Shawn Michaels' return might not feature a dream match. You know, might not feature a dream match with Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. The speculation is more of Michaels trying to fulfill his obligations to WWE, and HBK views his current storyline the only time that we can probably do this and get it done right. So he might be looking to come back, but as me and Rick were talking about this in the HWR chat room, once Shawn Michaels is well past his prime, his body's not going to cope with these young guys today. And let's face it, he is not the heartbreak kid like he was. So Shawn's he's a heartbroken kid.
He's a heartbroken body.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Let's go around the table real quick on this, because we got to move on to what the main topic of the show is. So let's go real quick. Let's hit you, Johnny. You fessed up first.
Oh, you know, but you have to admit, Shawn Michaels is way, way, way done already. You know, he's in the oven, he's cooking, he's almost done. That's it. The best thing he can do is referee. If he can get his eyes straight enough to see where his fucking hands are going into the mat, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? His eyes actually became that way because of that beatdown that he got many, many years ago during the mid-90s, early 90s.
In the bar.
Yeah,
in the bar when he was the Intercontinental Champ, yeah.
Yeah, and it was funny. The story is that Davey Boy Smith, may he rest in peace, the British Bulldog, was hiding behind the car seat in the back of the car.
I thought, from what I heard, it was he was trying to get out, but Davey Boy was just such a damn big bastard.
No,
he couldn't get behind the seat.
No, the actual thing was he saw Shawn getting beat up by all these guys, and he actually pulled out the back seat and then jumped into there, and it was kind of between the back seat and the trunk. So, and until the cops came and broke it up, but that's why you saw Shawn Michaels all bloodied and blush. But and that suits his character because he deserved it. And I don't think it was the kayfabe of it. It was just being an asshole. And somebody says, "Well, big time wrestler, let's beat the piss out of you."
Now I have a question. Was that the time of him and Sonny together?
No, that's always been a rumor. I don't think he probably banged her in privately, but I don't think that was.
Sonny confirmed that was a relationship for about time.
Yeah, let's go around.
I know it was her and Davey Boy going at it. I know Shawn was involved in it, but I just didn't know how much.
Well, let's go around the table real fast. Lance, what do you think about this?
Honestly, if he comes back, which I hope he doesn't, and that's coming from an HBK market, self-professed myself, if he does, I see at most 2 matches. That's it. No full time. If they want to do the tag thing that I keep hearing about in the thing at WrestleMania and that be it, okay, but 2 at most, and just not coming back full time.
All right, let's go to you, Zoe.
I don't know. Like, I could see him coming back. Maybe, geez, I don't know. I don't see it happening between him and Daniel Bryan. I would rather see HBK versus Dolph Ziggler.
I don't know about that. But,
Yeah.
What about you, Johnny?
Yeah, I don't know about that whole Dolph Ziggler. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like it's gonna be that good of a match.
All right.
That's not a crowd attention match.
Yeah. Over in the HWL chat room, James says HBK Wrestling will give WWE $20 million at Crown Jewels. We hope that he gets hit in the Crown Jewels.
Yeah, and it'll knock his eyeball straight.
Yeah.
You know what? That might be a thing. You never know.
Yeah.
I still can't get over the fact that he's bald.
Kicked in the nuts.
That bothered me too.
Why do you think he keeps wearing the cowboy hats?
And what the fuck was that little headband he had on?
He's got to keep,
Did
he's
he
got to
raid
keep his
fucking
hair
Bobby
down.
Lashley's locker room or something?
Oh my!
That's what I was thinking.
He has to keep it. He has to keep what's left of his hair, in place. All right, folks. We're gonna move on to one topic, and then we're gonna go to our main event, which is the picks. And this is just gonna be real quick. We'll get everybody get a chance, and then we're gonna move on real fast. WWE considered selling New Day pancake batter or syrup, but ultimately decided against it. Thank God. And speaking of New Day and pancakes, Wrestling Inc. reports that Mr. Butterworth from this week's SmackDown was played by none other than Mick Foley's son, Dewey. So there you go, folks.
Oh my God! Let me tell you, the only product that was edible from the WWE were those ice cream bars.
Yeah. I love those.
Oh, I missed those.
Those were the best.
Somebody get CM Punk on the phone and get him to chew Vince out again.
Yeah.
Man, I used to.
I think he'll be chewing out for totally different reasons, though.
Yeah, I loved those ice cream bars. I when they came out, I was still young, man, but I went after those. Always went to the store to see if they had any new ones, and I used to collect all the cards and all that in there. Alright, so let's talk about our main topic tonight, and it is, we will be on Saturday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time talking. We will be all grouped together. We're going to do a round table, and we're going to be discussing the Super Showdown. Now, if everybody knows, it is this Saturday at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And WWE will be at Australia, but due to the time differences, I'm not fucking getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning just to watch a wrestling show. So neither of the folks here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna watch it, the rerun of it, from the WWE Network at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard, and give you our play-by-play of the night as it goes on and offer our things. But we have the picks. We have all the matches down, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our picks, and then we'll go from there. And again, we're gonna do it by the order I feel that it's best. So right now, let's go with it. It is for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. Most likely, this will be in the pre-show. Cedric Alexander will be taking on Buddy Murphy, and all I gotta say is who? Buddy Murphy? What the fuck name is that?
Oh, that's Alexa Bliss's man, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes, it is. He was in NXT. He did a tag team with some other guy. Shows you how much I watch NXT. I know who Buddy Murphy is. He looked like a pretty bigger guy, so why he's over at 205 is, for me, a bit of a mystery. Cedric Alexander, you guys have not seen him, especially with those who are Cruiserweight or Lucha Libres. He's incredible. I put him right there with Ricochet.
Yeah, absolutely. The guy is an incredible worker. So let's move on from that. Since I don't really pay attention to 205 much, I'm just going to say Cedric Alexander the win over an HWR show. James says Alexander will retain. Let's go real quick around the table. Rick, what about you?
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. So, like I said before, he's probably the better in the ring. I forget who this guy was, or who he was wrestling, but he was with the tag team in NXT, and that was over in NXT. Why? I have no idea. My pick, again, Cedric Alexander.
Alright, well, let's go to you, Johnny.
I don't even know who these guys are. Wait, who are we talking about?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
We're talking about the Cruiserweight still, right?
We're talking about the Lost Cruiserweights division.
Yeah, the Buddy Pickett, the guy who sings the Monster Mash, that's the guy winning.
Alright, we'll leave it at that. Let's go to you, Wes. He is the mesh. He is the monster.
I'm gonna go with Cedric Alexander.
Alright, Zoe.
Same here, Cedric Alexander.
Alright. And I'll mark that down. So that way, when we do this, when we actually see the show, we'll know what our picks are. Now, we're going to move on to another match, which I feel bad for the one individual involved. The others I don't really care too much about. But this is John Cena teaming up with Bobby Lashley. Lance? Thank you. He'll be taken on with the guy who quit for one day and returned the next, Kevin Owens. And the son, I would say this guy is the youngest brother of the Macho Man because he looks just like him. He's like the Macho Man mixed with the Honky Tonk Man. He is Elias. Obviously, this is no brainer here. This is going to go Cena and Lashley. Cena, this is probably going to be Cena song for a while. So, no brainer there, Cena and Lashley. Let's go to you, Rick.
Yeah, this is kind of going to be a filler match, and you know what? It's doing Owens, especially Elias, no favors. I think Elias honestly has a future, but when they put him up against matches like that, forget it. Yeah, Cena and Lashley.
All right, let's go to you, Johnny.
Yeah, Cena Lashley is bullshit. You know how it goes.
Gee, you can already tell everybody how enthusiastic everybody is about this match. Miss Zoe.
Same.
Damn, you can hear the enthusiasm, like they're on the edge of their seats. Let's get final word, Lance.
Hopefully I'm drunk by this match. Cena, Lashley, fuck.
Yeah, wow. Dude, that's a cool... Oh, God.
Y'all know this.
Yeah, this is no-brainer. And I think even WWE is going to be like, oh, you know, geez, we already... You can see everybody's already swiping their little programs before the event starts. Okay, Cena and Lashley. Like, the no-brainer there.
Well, let me just say, what does WWE stand for?
Walk with Elias.
Thank you.
Well, we could say many other things too, but let's go on to one of the title matches. This is for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Becky Lynch will be taking on Charlotte in their rematch. Now, this is one of the matches that I gotta give props to both girls. They did a hell of a job last match. The storyline is good. I like what they're doing with Becky. So I'm gonna say it this. I'm hoping that Becky retains. So my pick is Becky Lynch. Let's go to you, Zoe.
Becky all the way.
All right, Lance Man.
The 3 L's, the love of the last kicker.
There we go.
There we go. Let's
Charlotte is a man.
You leave Reed alone. Leave Reed alone. We gotta get that guy.
Oh my God.
Leave Britney alone. Alright, let's go to you, Johnny.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to go with Charlotte. I mean, I'll tell you, Reed really needs to get this title back.
Let's go to you, Rick. Final word.
You know, Charlotte, again, both of these ladies have worked together. They have some great chemistry, so I'm expecting a great match regardless of the outcome. However, I'm expecting that Becky's going to retain, and she'll probably keep it until Evolution and see where that goes from there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in your face, Johnny.
Alright, let's go to another match here. It is WWE's Raw Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey, teaming up with the Bella Botched bitches, Nikki and Brie Bella bitch, versus once again the Riot Squad. I am fucking tired of this match. I am fucking tired of the Bellas. I am fucking tired of Ronda Rousey. She needs to get away, and I'm giving her praise. She's starting to pick up on the business, but she needs about 2 years worth of training before she can finally get it. And I feel bad for the Riot Squad. Not only did they get all the botches thrown at them, Liv Morgan got knocked down. I feel so bad for the Riot Squad. This is not doing them any favors. And unfortunately, since it's a big event, the Bella Bitches and Rousey are going to win this match. Over in the HWR chat room, James says Becky will retain, Lashley and Cena will win, and Ronda and the Bellas will win. So let's go to you, Zoe. Somebody's running around in the house.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm trying to get comfortable here.
I'm gonna say probably the Riot Squad because after all the botches and everything, I can see Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan taking out Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella so that Liv Morgan can get some well-deserved revenge on Brie Bella.
You know, I would agree on that, but knowing how the WWE, they'll probably come look, kiss and make up. We want the Bellas to be top number one. And
oh, come on, it's Ruby Riott. Do you think she's actually going to agree to that?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, sure. We turn around and she knocks everybody out.
I like where this is going. Liv Morgan and Brie Bella making out. I like that.
Yeah. Jeez. I'll keep Liv Morgan. You know, before I go the rest of the round, Rick, I'm going to toss this to you. You know, we all know that WWE will go behind the Bellas. And I'm sure when the situation happened, Brie was crying and says, I'm so sorry, Liv. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do this. I didn't mean to do this. And she'll be doing those fake alligator tears. And WWE will step in and says, look, it happened. Move on. It was an accident. And you already seen Corey Graves. You've seen Dan O'Brien. Everybody in public, quote unquote, says that it's okay. I know behind the scenes, Ruby Riott, it's probably, and Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan are probably legitimately upset. But this is what pays for them. This is what puts food on their table. They will take, if the WWE says lie down to a foot in the chest by Brie, they will do it. What do you think?
Well, I don't know about, you know, I mean, obviously, if WWE tells them to do something, obviously they have to follow through. But as like you said, you know, they were all these wrestlers defending, you know, Brie Bella about this last one where she actually attacked, where she, you know, hit Sarah Logan, I'm sorry, Liv Morgan inadvertently. However, they failed to mention that she botched on 2 other shows. This was not the first botch. She's been botching since she's been back.
Actually,
so now that same exact match, she also botched and got Ruby Riott and Sarah Logan as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. Actually,
you know,
here's been the count, Rick. It's been 5 botches, all on her since she's returned.
Because if you remember, the week before Liv Morgan got interested, she tried to go through that fucking suicide dive through the fucking middle rope, and she got caught up and tripped. Fucking, and I think it was Sarah Logan who pulled her down by her hair.
And then the failed attempt to do another suicide dive, where the girl almost broke her neck. I would have laughed if the Riot Squad would have just stepped aside and let them let her just fall face first. But then they would be severely reprimanded for that.
But again, is my pick. I have to agree. Unfortunately, I hope the Riot Squad get they don't lose clean. They lose by disqualification. But with fucking Raccoon Rousey and fucking the Bellas, you know WWE's gotta give them the clean win because they have to keep Rousey all nice and clean.
Well, they gotta keep the Bellas to show, hey, you know what? This is, you know, we're going to be doing this. It's going to be one of those things where we have to keep a positive face. So, you know, they're going to ignore every botch and keep pushing these bitches. Let's go to you, Lance.
Well, I hope the Riot Squad at least get their receipt on at least on 3, but they're jobbing to the botching Bella bitches in Ronda Rousey.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna move on from there. We got another match here. It's for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. It is the New Day who will meet their former Raw rivals and the ones who dethroned them for the Raw Tag title. It is the Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro. Now, this is going to be a good match because both teams got great chemistry. I think this is going to be the point where New Day loses their title once again to the Bar, and they're going to move on. Now, I'm picking the Bar because everybody's already tired of seeing the New Day hold the titles. So if there was any other tag team, I would say yeah, but I gotta say this is the bar because I don't think they have won. Well, I think they won the SmackDown title already, right, Rick?
The SmackDown tag teams, I believe. Again, I think somebody else is gonna have to check the memory for me because I don't remember. But real quick, with it comes to the bar and New Day. Unfortunately, I think New Day is gonna have to retain. History has shown that usually, I'll say 99 out of 100 times, whoever wins that title to get at least one defense before they move along. Zack Ryder, of course, being the 100th person.
Yeah, over in the HWR chat room, James says New Day will retain. So, that is on that. Let's go to you, Zoe.
I don't care. I'm tired of seeing both teams hold the title.
So for you, it's a toss-up.
Yep, exactly.
All right, let's go to you, Lance.
The bar.
All right, so, and Johnny?
Same thing, the bar.
All right, so it looks like it's pretty much a majority for the bar, so we're going to
You see how excited we are for this pay-per-view? Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it's...
I'm ecstatic.
Honestly, if I can, jump in real quick about this, I think the real reason why we've kind of completely lost interest, we watched that All In show, and it was fucking phenomenal from top to bottom. We've seen NXT pay-per-views, top to bottom.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing WWE, and it's just kind of like it's so commercialized. They've lost they lost the eye on the ball. They're worried more about PR. I understand it's a business, but they have completely lost the plot.
Well, I think the reason I'm not that big into this one, I'm more in. I like the premise of the Crown Jewel thing, where they're having the World Cup thing. I like that premise more than. This is basically just an Australian house show.
Yeah. And to answer our question, James says the Bar never got the SmackDown Tag Team title, so this could be their first time they've gotten it, and it should be interesting to see. All right, we're moving down to another match, and it is Asuka, the new comic of SmackDown, teaming up with the Glow Naomi, taking on the Iconics. Now this is the Iconics hometown, so I'm gonna picture they're gonna be like the big baby faces coming out, and you know what, I can honestly say I'm gonna give this to the Iconics because they are both from Australia. They're probably gonna get a big push out of this just for this show, and what way to send the crowd home than your hometown favorites going away with this win? Because Asuka, I feel bad for Asuka. She's been reduced to the comedy relief. She was a kick-ass straight shooter, and now she's comedy relief. Maybe she will turn against Naomi and says, I am tired of this making so much crap for you. I think she should join like a Japanese stable like her and Nakamura. So let's go with everybody. Let's go to Zoe. Zoe, what do you think about this match?
Well, I think it's going to be a crap match, mainly because we're going to have to hear the Iconics the entire damn night. Other than that, I see Asuka and Naomi throwing in some really good moves, but because it is the Iconics' home country and they are a heel, I see a big heel win.
Yep, and then boasting about it on Tuesday night. Let's go to you, Lance.
Well, because usually when WWE goes to somebody's hometown, hell, if it's on their birthday too, this is would be damn sure a loss for the Iconics. But I'm actually going with Asuka about that glow.
Yep, let's go to you, Johnny.
Joe, we've been in the business for a long, long time, and we all know what's best for business, and it's not winning in your hometown.
Absolutely.
I don't see a win for the Iconics, to be honest with you. It's their hometown, and if you want to give back to a business that's giving you so much, you're gonna go out on your back in your hometown. Look what happened to Bret Hart when he didn't want to go out in his hometown.
Well,
okay, so
it wasn't his decision.
no, it wasn't. But he didn't want. He wanted to have a schmoz. He didn't want to lose in Canada. Oh, I'm from Canada. I can't lose in Canada. Who are you? Okay, big deal. The business is who made you. If they say you're gonna drop a match, you drop in a match, whether you're in your backyard or not.
Absolutely. You know, and that's a good point. Now, the Iconics could win with a schmoz that Asuka turns against Naomi. You know, because let's face it, Asuka has been the joke of SmackDown for some time. Over in the HWR chat room says home country girls will lose, which talks about the Iconics. Let's go to you, Rick.
You know, I'm glad to agree with it, but you know, I think the Iconics, despite it being their hometown, keep in mind, guys, we're talking about the Iconics who can't fucking wrestle. I mean, I don't know who's worse, Ronda Rousey or the Iconics. You put those three up together, they should be like, you know, they can make their own stable. You know, the women who can't wrestle. You know, seriously.
Okay,
So-
I got a better one. The Iconics, Rousey, or even Marie.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
That's
so
tough.
I'm inclined to go with Asuka and Naomi. I think they're gonna make it, unless of course the Iconics get some kind of like a weird heel win. They're not gonna get a clean pin. They're gonna have to get like maybe a count out or you know, the match is get thrown out or something like that. These two winning, forget it. You know,
I don't see it. I don't see it. No.
Now, like I said, it might go down to Asuka and Naomi doing, like I said, something got to happen. If you want to give the Iconics that win, they're obviously going to be super outclassed in this match. But if anything, they will be. If it comes down to it, I can see Asuka just knock out Naomi or do something and Asuka turns heel. That's the only way I can see this happen if the Iconics win. So everybody, did I miss anybody here? Okay, I take that as a no. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on, and we're gonna
Move on.
moving on over. Or better yet, Johnny, we're moving on up.
Moving on up to the east side.
There we go. For those who don't,
see, folks, this is not always about wrestling. It's about what the fuck we want to say.
yeah.
Which you ain't heard shit yet. We just started.
This, yeah, and you're learning a lesson here. That was the theme song from the Jeffersons, a TV show that from the 70s, and you'll never see it on today because politically correct morons will deem it as racist.
Oh my God, I know. Please. Archie Bunker.
Oh God. Those were the days.
You did?
I was trying to see Sanford and Son on TV a lot of times during the week.
Oh yeah.
Sanford, what a great show that was.
Oh man, Blake
I'm
James
coming,
back.
that's the big one.
You know, we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to do a second show, call it Retro Remembering. And just do shows that we remember. All right, but let's go on. This is now, I think this is the third or fourth or fifth match, I don't know, between Daniel Bryan and my favorite guy, awesome, The Miz. I gotta say, still, The Miz's TV show is still funny. He's an incredible guy. I think he's been really great with Daniel Bryan. They both have good chemistry. I'm gonna go on the limb and I'm gonna say this is going to be Daniel Bryan's bright night for the win. And I'll tell you that the drink I'm drinking is definitely getting to me. Anyway, so it'll be Daniel Bryan. Let's go to you, Zoe.
Oh Lord, I guess if I have to pick, it'll probably be Daniel Bryan.
All right, let's go to you, Lance, man.
Especially if they keep Bree's ass in the back during this match. Daniel Bryan.
Absolutely. James in the chat room says The Miz will cheat to get the title shot. That's right. I forgot the stipulation. whoever wins this match gets a title shot. And I think we all would agree the dream match would be Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles.
So that's a WWE, contendership.
Yes, it is. It's for the SmackDown title, everybody. So
then you know what? Considering that, you gotta do Daniel Bryan. Yeah, again, these two have worked in the ring. They worked at Ring of Honor together.
Yep.
So they're no strangers.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about AJ and
AJ and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Huh?
No.
Well, let's go to you, Lance.
I said Daniel Bryan.
All right, and Rick, you definitely said Daniel Bryan, right?
Under that stipulation, absolutely. Otherwise, for me, it was a coin tosser. But when you threw that in, it's DB all the way.
All right, let's go to you, Johnny. Final word.
You know what? I'm sorry, guys. I don't care what anybody says. The Miz is my man. I'm still gonna go with the Miz, no matter what championship belts are up or whatever. The Miz.
You know,
Man.
You know, are we gonna break it out like the Blues Brothers did? Stand by your man. All right. You know, and as for any other type, I will vote for the Miz. But seeing that this is for the title shot, it's definitely Daniel Bryan. Let's go on to another match. This is what we're coming to the big matches here, and it's the big three matches. It is, first of all, the Shield, which is current WWE Raw Champion or Universal Champion. I say it's the Raw title. Roman Reigns teaming up with Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins and poor Dean Ambrose, taking on the Dogs of War, which is Braun Strowman and the current WWE Raw Tag Team Champions Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. This one's a toss-up because to me, both teams don't really win or lose from this because they already each own championships. So I think this will just further their story forward to Survival Series. So this is going to be a toss-up for me, and if I have to, I will put my bet on the Dogs of War. So if you're gonna tease a Dean Ambrose breakup, this will start that night. So I'm gonna, even though I can't, it's like a toss-up, I'm gonna stick to the Dogs of War. Let's go to you, Johnny.
Same thing, Dogs of War. I see a big win for Strowman and his team. Absolutely.
Yep, and this will move on for Survival Series. Now let me emphasize on this. If the Dogs of War win this over the Shield, this will begin that turn. So if Survival Series comes up, where it is the general managership on the line, I can see where the Shield will win this with Kurt Angle, if it happens. So the storyline will start here. Let's go to you, Rick.
Well, I want to address the Kurt Angle Shield thing because they did, they'd already done that before Dean Ambrose was injured. So, I really don't want to see that. It was kind of lame when they did it to begin with. Yeah, right now, this story is mostly going to be primarily focused around Dean Ambrose and the whole mystery. Is he quitting? Is he going to turn or whatever? So I think, we're definitely going to see what they're calling the Dogs of War. We'll beat the Shield, and I think that's what we're going to see again. A few more cracks in the glass, so to speak.
Absolutely. Let's go to you, Zoe.
Okay. Are you ready?
No. You gotta say.
Give me a few seconds and I will be.
Especially if she says Uber of Westchester. And you gotta say.
Anyhow.
And you gotta say it like this. Are you ready? But anyway, go ahead.
Nope. Anyhow, this is what I think is going to happen. Okay? I do feel like the Shield will win this match. However, the way that they win it, though, I feel like Dean is going to have the upper hand whenever it comes down to it. He's going to get ready to do a move. Roman will probably, or Seth, either one, will tag themselves in to pick up that pin. Whenever they meet in the middle of the ring to do the Believe in the Shield stand, I feel like Dean's going to be like, no, and just like roll out.
That, you know what? That could be too. You know, and let's emphasize something really quick. The last time they did the Shield breakup, you know, nobody expected Seth Rollins to turn. They expected Dean Ambrose or Roman Reigns to turn. You know, now the situation, they're focusing on Dean Ambrose. What if we finally get that scenario where Roman Reigns says, fuck this, I'm tired of being the Shield, I'm tired of being the babyface, attacks both guys. You know,
Yeah.
that could be another possibility, a complete, you know, 360, and it's still another member instead of the obvious one. We've seen this play before. We can see it again. Let's go to you, Lance.
Yeah, I actually like Zoe's idea there about them winning it, but Dean still kind of trying to separate himself. And or what I was saying, the Shield beats the Gods of War or Dogs of War, whatever, and Braun gets pissed and beats the shit out of both of them.
Jeez. What about choose Johnny?
Listen, all I want to see is Braun Strowman. Okay, take that Dean Ambrose.
Don't you say it.
Take him up high and break every bone in his body.
Oh my
That's what I want to
god.
see. I want to see Dean Ambrose in agonizing pain.
I'm getting ready to shove my size 7.5 foot up your butt and say, God bless you while I kick your butt.
You can say the word ass on this program if you like, because that's what's going to
I will
happen.
kick your ass. I'm telling you.
Ambrose
Son.
is going to get his ass whooped.
That dog don't hunt.
Hey, ain't nothing you're going to do about it because you'll be watching it behind a TV screen.
Johnny, Johnny,
You could almost make a sitcom between Johnny and Kayla. I'm telling you.
she's about to blast his heart.
Yeah. You know what's
You know,
funny?
it gets to at least 5 seasons, guaranteed.
Yeah. You know what's funny about this? The way
Second characters.
you know what's funny? The way it sounded. It sounded like Johnny was channeling his inner Mr. Fuji there. And you're gonna have pain.
Pain and suffering.
Yeah.
My Morocco gonna beat you bad.
And then what
Mr.
makes it worse?
Fujino.
What makes it worse, folks, that they're both heels. So, in their careers, Johnny's been a heel and Zoe's currently a heel. So there you go. And I'm the shit stirrer because I was a heel too. So anyway.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's go to you, Rick. Final word.
I already said my piece on this
Okay.
one, this match.
All right, so we got 2 matches left, and it is D-Generation X versus Brothers of Destruction. Oh, I'm sorry.
Bye.
It is The Undertaker with Kane in his corner, taking on Triple H, The Game, with Shawn Michaels in his corner. You know what? Again, usually I'm an Undertaker mark because I love his work. You know, I like the gimmick. It's been iconic for so long. But enough is enough. I think they needed. This was the marquee match. This has nothing to do with anything. This is just the marquee match. That's going to unfortunately be the main event of the night. I can honestly say this is going to be a double disqualification because both guys are going to get into it, and you're going to have their partners get into it, and it's going to set up for a match again at Crown Jewel. And James just pretty much almost posted the same thing. He says Triple H will win, leads to a tag match at Crown Jewel. I say this is going to be a schmoz where everybody gets involved. It's going to be thrown out, and it's going to go straight to Crown Jewel. Let's go to you, Rick.
You know, I think you just said the obvious, which, you know, we all see coming down the pike. They've been making this match way too much about, we'll just say DX versus the Hounds of Brothers of Destruction. Jesus Christ, how long it's been. So, yeah, it's just going to be chaotic, and, you know, like for this one-on-one match. Triple H might get the win because they've been pushing that Taker has won every single time. So, through the chaos, Triple H could get a win.
Well, and again, that could be a possibility. Let's go to you, Johnny.
I got 5 words for this match. This match can suck it! These guys are old already.
They all lost their hair except for Undertaker.
You know what I'm saying? Who cares? The match is done. All right, so it's a big draw in Australia. Nobody ever seen these two in Australia. I'm sure they've seen videos of these two wrestling before. You know? I just don't see an interest in the match. I'm sorry.
Yeah, James in the HW chat room, he says he likes that idea. No contest is a better option, which we probably will see. Let's go to you, Zoe.
I see the sledgehammer winning. I can see the sledgehammer coming out. There you go, Triple H win.
You can see his sledgehammer winning because Zoe will say that over Westchester to him.
Yep, exactly.
There you go. Let's go to you, Lance.
Yeah, Joe, like you said, this thing's getting thrown out because all 4 guys are just going to get into it, double disqualification, leading to Crown Jewel or Survivor Series whenever they're going to do that DX versus Brothers Destruction match.
All right, and Rick, I think you already said your side. Rick?
Oh yeah, yes I have.
Okay.
Like I said, there's definitely be chaos. I think we can all agree on that chaos. Everybody will be, but like I said before, Triple H could get some kind of like a roll-up win through all the chaos.
Absolutely. All right, folks, we are in what I would consider the true main event of the night. It is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. AJ Styles, a phenomenal one, defending his title against his Ring of Honor, TNA, Impact nemesis, Samoa Joe. And I like the storyline. This kind of reminds me of the old Brian Pillman type story. I think it's also the best storyline they've ever come out because they were close friends. They know each other's families. You know, you could see AJ's really passionate about this. And I'm going to say it's going to go big. If you see Daniel Bryan win, then it's definitely going to be AJ Styles winning. And I know right now Joe is a good worker, but he's not ready for that world title yet. So I think if he's going to win that title, he's going to win it after Daniel Bryan gets his shot at that title. So I'm going to stick to the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, because currently right now, he is the longest reigning SmackDown champion. So,
guys, real quick, I do have to go, so I'm just gonna get my thoughts. AJ Styles for the win. This should be an awesome match considering the chemistry these two have. Until then, guys, I'll see you this Saturday.
Okay. So he just left the asylum, so he left it open for us. That's a bad thing to do. Over in the HW chat room, James says AJ will retain. Let's go around the table. Let's go to you, Johnny.
What was the match? I'm sorry, I'm watching my Atlanta game. Say that again.
AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe for the SmackDown title or the World title.
I see AJ Styles retaining his title.
Right.
I really do. I think AJ Styles is doing a fantastic job as champion.
Absolutely. Let's go to you, Lance Man.
Well, it would be a lot better if they would pull out the card that they were trying to tease Tuesday, with make this a buried alive match because he said he was going to bury him. But yeah, I'm gonna go with AJ. But this should be probably match of the night.
Yeah, this should be also a very bloody match, and I'm hoping they really go all out. And final word from our lovely Vicious Vixen.
I'm gonna say Styles with the win.
There you go. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, our picks for this Saturday Super Showdown down in Australia. Again, we will be live Saturday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We will be talking about it, the show. We will be watching it. Again, since it's on the network, we can watch the rerun from it. We will be offering our match-by-match commentary. So if you decide to watch it, I doubt anybody's gonna fucking wake up at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning just to see this show. But if you want to hear good commentating, you want to have a good time, definitely listen to us. We will be bringing this. We will be offering our commentary and our matches. You already know our picks. So this ought to be something to watch. And with that, folks, you know, we've been here a little bit. We went over time a little bit, but that's fine because we always go overboard on our show. Please like and subscribe and follow on our numerous networks because we are broadcasting here on the HWR chat room on Facebook. So like and comment. We love to hear from you. If you're on YouTube, HWR show, please like and subscribe. And if you're on Twitch, you can listen to me. This is being broadcast on my Scoldrels Realm page, so please like and subscribe and follow. And again, comment. We'd love to hear from you folks. We're going to be setting up a couple of things in the future, but right now, this is all about Saturday's Super Showdown. And as you heard, he left. He is the CEO of HWR, Rickhead, so he's always posting tribute videos and posters and background and news on the HWR chat room. So if you're on Facebook, you definitely want to become part of that. I am Joseph Scoldren Knight, and you can follow me. Just do the hashtag Scoldren's Realm. I am also on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, where I do retro videos, pretty much TV shows and classics. I do blogs, as well as video game streams, as George and most of the folks know. So check me out on that. Like and subscribe on my channels. I definitely would appreciate it. And go to ScoldrensRealm.com and let's go over to that so we can everybody can see our ads. So you check us out there. You guys will appreciate it. We do appreciate all the support. He is, well, Zoe, go ahead.
The Uva of Westchester.
You know, I wait for every Thursday night for that.
Oh man.
So does Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm pretty sure so does George, to be honest with you.
Oh.
That just gets me going, you know.
Oh my god.
And she's getting red as hell right now. I can hear it.
Stop telling everybody.
Lance, stop peeking in her window.
Oh my god.
And tell at least tell Dean to give you some space so you can look in.
Oh.
Joey, put that back on.
What?
Damn it.
Since go ahead, Johnny. You are on the spotlight right now.
That's right, guys. If anyone wants to drive for Uber, now's the time. There's plenty of bonuses and incentives for all new drivers. You know what, guys? Part-time, full-time, whichever way you want to do it, Uber is the best way to make some extra cash. If you have a full-time job, if you have a part-time job and want another one, this is the best thing to do. You can catch me on my YouTube page, The Uber of Westchester. You could also catch me on Instagram with the same name, just underscore every word.
All right. And she is our vicious vixen from Kentucky Zone Wrestling. She is the lovable but vicious villainess of Kentucky Zone Wrestling. Go ahead, Zoe.
You know it. If you guys are in or around Monticello, Kentucky this coming Saturday night, join us at the Aspire Center for some Kentucky Zone Wrestling. I will be in action, as well as my teammates, Carnage, Big Frank Vanover, and Dark Johnny Slade. And speaking of Dark Johnny Slade, there is some congratulations in order for this man and his family. I did not know until last night they have been looking to adopt, and a beautiful baby girl was born yesterday morning and will be on her way home this Saturday.
Oh,
Congratulations. Awesome.
So all our best for Johnny and his family. Johnny Swade, that is. If our Johnny came home with a bundle, his wife is gonna say, "Where did that come from?"
And you guys can also find me on my fan page, Zoe Nightshade. There is video and pictures of my first match since I came to KZW from this past weekend, both on the fan page as well as the HWR chat room. And I will be doing the live creepypasta readings probably every Friday night, starting in 2 weeks. I know I said the first Friday in October, but we have a festival going on next week. We got to cook for this weekend, so there you go.
All right. He is the Lance man. Lance?
Well, you can find me at youtube.com/LanceMonsterTV. Every once in a while, I go live on Lance Monster TV and Friends. I never know who's going to show up. And every Friday, I put out a video, and I'm smack dab in the middle of Redneck Gourmet season. Tomorrow will be Redneck Gourmet chicken and broccoli Alfredo. You can hit me on Twitter also, so that's at Lance Monster TV.
Absolutely. All right. And he is not here, but we always send him our best. He is that son of a bitch, Andy. He leads this team of Stoked Haunted. If you're into the paranormal and love shows from the UK, then check him out, www.stokedhaunted.com, and he will show you videos. This is not the type that you just make up stuff. He does the legit stuff, so you will see there. And also, every Tuesday night, because they're such great people with us, they always broadcasting about us, check out every Tuesday night on Facebook, BC Games and More, where they talk about everything retro, from games, dolls, action figures, t-shirts, you name it, they will talk about it. So check them out. Tell them that the HWR crew sent you, and they'll probably hate you for the rest of your life. Also, I want to let everybody know we do have t-shirts available. So if you want to check out our shirts, our beloved George has bought every one of our shirts. So we do appreciate that, George. Thanks for standing by. And every proceeds that the shirts get either goes to our addiction funds, or it goes to helping.
I thought that went to bail money, Joe.
Shh, we're not supposed to say that. Well, definitely we don't need him. I know Sunny does, because she keeps hopping in jail.
Yeah, she's on her damn.
Yeah. But yeah, you know what, folks, and again, you know, check out our t-shirts. All the proceeds go to help each one of us, or we all put our efforts together and we use it to get superstar interviews, though, which we're going to be starting up again after the holidays, or if we could do it sooner, we'll do it sooner. And there you can see, and you can just go to scoldrersrealm.com/shop, and you can see all the different t-shirts. We have the Lance Moss TV shirt, the Over Westchester Zoe Nightshade shirt, my shirt, the Stoked Haunted shirt, and the BTS Lance.
Buy the shirts!
Buy the shirt indeed. So, yeah. Tony Atlas does not come with the shirt, huh? Yeah, we could get one of those clips, those little sound effect clips. You could just sew it into the t-shirts, and when you press it, BTS. So with that, folks, we're gonna say thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Again, you know, support us by getting our shirts. We do appreciate it. They all come in different sizes, different colors, and we have more shirts up there. I have the additional Scoldrels Realm shirt, the Wanna Play shirt. Lance has a new shirt up as well, and I'm going to be uploading some more shirts for everybody. So maybe I can get Zoe to allow us to sell Carnage shirts.
I'm already in talks with the boys about that. So far, it's a go.
All right, so you'll be seeing Carnage and other type shirts. So tune in every week, every Thursday night. Starting next week, I might be changing it from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock due to my work schedule, but it's not going to change dates, so we will still be Thursday nights. Again, support us all. Let's enjoy us and have a safe night. Lord knows, after listening to our podcast, you're going to need to go drink it. So with that, folks, I'm going to say good night. And one more time, Lance.
Buy the shirts!
Buy the shirt indeed. Cheap plugs intended.